gentlemen, welcome back to the No Cap Space Playoffathon. I'm rolling with it. It feels right tonight after those two games. Both teams, the Indiana Fever and Seattle Storm, stay alive. We're going to game 3. Tyler and Shawnee here holding it down for you for the post-game show. But before we dive into it, energy's high after that incredible ending with the Seattle Storm holding strong. First,
now the first, use that adrenaline to get your wallets open. Pull out your debit cards.
and the best way to do it is doing it with the discount code, of course. We can use code NOCAP15 to get 15% off your first purchase at home field. And of course, a No Cap Space collection. This energy right now, this postseason energy, imagine March Madness where you're wearing your favorite team's gear and getting to feel this. Imagine that. Feels good, don't it? That's what you need to be ready for. Just 2 days ago, at 11:09 p.m., a quote was said by Shawnee. Aces are winning the finals. At that point in time, they were on a historic win streak. At that point in time, they looked like they were going to absolutely demolish the Seattle Storm and sweep them like it was no problem at all. But Shawnee, as we sit here, we're going back to Vegas. We're going to game number 3. What's the vibe check right now? We'll dive into specifics, but just from your perspective, how are you feeling?
Okay, so this was before you were born, sadly. 2001,
Damn!
Lakers were on a historic run. They were sweeping everybody.
Yes.
Get to the Philadelphia 76ers. It's looking like, they're about to do it. They're about to go 16-0. Allen Iverson did the impossible. He won game 1. And that was it. So now I'm like, you got your one game. Let's rock out. Like, I can't. This isn't one of those, like, deflating losses where it's like, oh, no, like, the air is out of the sails. It's just like, some stuff didn't happen that needed to happen. But I think, it's a jolt. It'll serve as like, cattle prong, get them going. In game 3, come out motivated, close it out, home crowd. Like, I don't see them losing this series.
Okay. I mean, I'm there with you, honestly. Like, I would be shocked, but we simply cannot ignore what went down today. Greer is unable to be on, but she's making sure her voice is heard here with the Ghost Storm.
Wow.
I know where we got to start, Shawnee, and that is with Dominique Malonga. She's only 19.
Okay.
She's only 19 and was tasked with guarding the best player in the world in A'ja Wilson, and not only held her own, but like did well. On top of the clutch bucket and the clutch free throw, Dominique Malonga is only 19 and is already doing this, Shawnee. I mean, goodness gracious.
And not just doing it, but the other day I said, we were talking about like how EDD baptized A'ja. A'ja comes back years later and, does the baptizing. She came back 2 days later. She recalibrated in 2 days to where, yes, playing at home makes a huge difference. Shout out to the Fever for the 1-1-1.
We'll get to them. We'll get to them after this. Yes.
But it's just like to not be rattled by that game 1 baptism and to still, she's grabbing rebounds. Because somebody tweeted, they were like, the Angel Malonga rebound battle in the future is going to be a fun one. And I was like, I will be there no matter what. Yeah. I will be there no matter what.
Yeah.
So she's so long, but she's just in there getting key rebounds. She's, A'ja got a little passive down the stretch, but she's right there in her face. And that basket, that and one.
Bro. And the free throw too after?
And the free throw too, bro. For a big. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Like for a big.
And not a great free throw shooter. All right, like just not like but in the moment, in the biggest moment, like this is live or die. Your season ends if this goes wrong. And she did exactly what you needed more. She's been
playing grown woman hoops. She's 19, but she's been playing grown woman hoops for years, and it showed tonight because man, she adjusted and really met the moment. So it's like imagine her having like a full season, a
Bro.
full playoffs, a full off season under her belt. Like it is about to get spooky.
Yeah.
And shout out to Noelle Quinn, bro, because I would have boo-booed on myself.
Bro,
She was like 3 shots away from ending up on LinkedIn. Like it was so scary. I was like, when that buzzer sounds, here's your box. Security will escort you out. And they did it.
Mm-hmm.
Like they really did it, man. Like that was stressful. And I'm not even the one whose employment is on the line.
Right. Yeah, no, I was holding my breath the entire time. I'm sorry. I don't want to like a couple more things on Malonga. Like one, and I genuinely don't mean this as shade because I know this is your girl here. They chose Dominique Malonga to guard Asia down the stretch over Ezzy Magbagor. And I don't mean that as shade. I mean that as Ezzy is a very good defender. Like very good. And you still chose Dom and it was the right choice. Like it's ridiculous where Malonga is at in the sense of like, one, the fact that that's even a choice right now, frankly, is wild. Like that's like that Noelle is or not Noelle, that Dominique Malonga is already there. Right. And like the fact you're able to have this, again, Ezzy has not had the best season at all. Like it has not been the season I had hoped for. However, that's still Ezzy Magbagor. Like that's a solid top defender in the WNBA. You chose Dominique Malonga over her, and again, it was the right choice. But the big thing. Oh, go ahead.
I will say no, just real quick. Like Ezzy does get like a pretty bad playoff whistle, so it's like she gets a little gun shy sometimes, as seen like in that 2022 series. So I get making the switch to Dom because but they're going to be a tandem. I'm sorry. Back to what you were saying.
Yeah. So that's the outlook here. I mean, no matter kind of how game 3 goes, I mean, you're seeing this from Malonga right now. I mean, how could you not just be like giddy as you could possibly be if you're a Storm fan? I do have one last thing on Malonga though. I kind of want to put a curse on the Las Vegas Aces, and I know it doesn't really work like that.
I beg your pardon?
Because they took away my Malonga dunk. That clear path foul was going to be the Malonga dunk. Could you imagine right now if all of this had happened and we had Malonga's first dunk in the heat of this playoff game and they took it from me?
I kind of needed that too because my worst fear was her dunking on Asia. Like that's how she recalibrates and gets her lick back by catching a body. And it's, somebody near and dear to my heart. So, yeah, the fact that it wasn't gotten out of the way via that fast break, like now I'm still I feel like Rakia right now. This comment right here. First off, mind your own colon.
In game 3, shawty.
Mind your own colon.
We're getting TMI on the late night. Yeah.
I mean, no, I just had that one really just that got me.
That stuck
to you. We're talking school samples on here. It's getting wicked after dark. I don't know what's wrong with you people.
Look,
but mind your own colon, and I'm not scared. I'm not worried.
Honestly, you shouldn't be. I don't think you should.
So I mean, we'll see if Becky starts talking about piranhas and tarantulas and stuff in the press conference. Then it's like, okay, now I'm a little shook.
Yeah, no.
But as long as we don't go full Animal Planet, love you too, Tracy.
Yes, that's the word. You can never go full Animal Planet if you're Becky Hammond. Once we're talking about dogs and wolves and everything like that, it gets wicked. But it's worked out so far. But it was more than just Dominique Malonga. Certainly the highlight and probably the most exciting thing from this game. But I mean, Erica Wheeler down the stretch with a couple of those clutch buckets. I mean, I was terrified every time I went. Oh no! Oh, it went in! Like it's like one of those awful shots until it goes in type of moments. A lot of times with Erica Wheeler. But man, it was going. It was going.
I've said some stuff about Eweezy, but if you are still in line to vote for her for most improved player, stay in line.
Stay in line.
Stay in line. Because God, like she's just taking them, and I'm like, who's she feeling like? Oh, and it's like they are relying on her and Dominique Malonga, and I'm like, that can't be sustainable. Oh, it is somewhat sustainable. Yeah, so I still don't think that is your formula in game 3. But it might be. I don't know. Because, like, she's playing out of her skin, man. Yeah. And it's crazy. Happy for her. When you hear her journey through the league, like, that's somebody you like to see succeed. But it's just like, my flabbers are gasted.
Dude.
Quite frankly.
I'm so gasted right now. Like,
and that's actually kind of like, oh, we got sent home from Weezy Magnet Ball. Like, that don't sound good on the legacy, bro.
No, not at all. Not at all. The good MVP voting's over, but
right.
Goodness. But yeah, no, I mean, and to kind of just continue on down the line. And I mean this genuinely in the most complimentary way possible. Skylar Diggins is a basketball psycho, and I love every bit of it. She is insane. And Shawnee, can you break down like the frizz ratio? Like your theory here?
Off, we're back, and then it was kind of like, and so now I'm kind of like, oh, she about to. It's getting like it's you see it, but she was still a little quiet. She didn't score in the third quarter, and I did let off that tweet that I was like, I need to see something because your legacy is on the line. Like Rashard's gonna jump from the ceiling like Sting, but you go like that's another one. Noelle should have felt like Boo Boo. She should have been prairie dogging too, because like you can't go out in the first round at your big age after all of the antics this season. Like that's just boy, they roll that clip back and it's just gonna be a nasty fan cam on your grave, sister. So I'm glad she hit that little jumper to, that clutch jumper to seal the game. I was like, all right. Yeah, she didn't have the moves game one. So I guess there has to be some sort of balance. Like I'm not, because she's also kind of demure this series. Like we don't see all that woofing.
I'm a little surprised, honestly.
I'm not. It's the Aces. We're a protected group. You can't talk about us. What you mean? Sure. You gonna talk trash about America's team? Nah.
Wait. I just hold on. We're gonna keep talking about this story a little bit more, but this is funny. We're on Animal Planet watch. No Animal Planet references yet in the post-game press conference. Please keep us updated. Please let us know.
If she mentions a meerkat,
please let us know if we talk about honey badgers or anything of that nature. Please let us know. Thank you.
Glowworms.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, just kind of continuing down here. Frankly, I got worried before really kind of Malonga and Wheeler got rolling. I didn't think Seattle was going to have enough offense here. It was Nneka who also had a really, really strong game. The 3-point defense there, jokes aside, that Becky's talking about, a lot of that has to do with Nneka being able to go 4 or 5 from 3. She drops 24. We talked about Skylar with 26. The rest of the starters, I was like, guys, somebody has to step up here. And ended up not being the starters that did that for Seattle. But we'll talk about the Aces now because I'm with you. I'm still not worried. This felt like a team that was back against the wall, like at home. Like I on the road, can they do something similar? You're asking a lot of players like Dominique Malonga, obviously insanely good for a rookie, but still a rookie on the road. And that's, you're asking a lot of responsibility of her right now. And Erica Wheeler, who has been very solid this season, but like in terms of relying on that, when you have these caliber of players like Gabby Williams, Ezzy Mabagor, and Sykes in your starting lineup, doesn't feel great.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel great.
Because, I mean, even though, like, Sykes and Ezzy, I don't particularly count on for offense, but, like, between the three of them, nobody should be scoring. That should be Fort Knox. Like, we should have had a defensive nickname for that trio already. Chat. Let's put our noodles to work.
Bubble wrap, because it's not really doing much right now.
They kind of popping a little. I don't know.
Yeah, so it's not.
But they have to lean in at what they're good at. So you have to lock down. I want to see Jackie Young parlaying through the lane and doing what she's been out of her skull too. Like, she channeled the that picture of Magic Johnson dapping up who was it, Jameis?
Oh yes, I know what you're talking about.
It's like that, and Skylar transferred whatever she had going on to Jackie, because she was out there talking, and
talking, yeah. I ain't never ever seen you act like this before. Like, what?
Yeah. So I mean, if that's gonna happen, and then Chelsea Gray is getting back into form, that playoff tier form. That's what I'm saying. Like, somebody got to lock her down. And between Gabby and Sykes, that's like
you should be in theory capable of doing that. Yes,
that's y'all's specialty. That's y'all's calling card. Like, hello, wake up, let's go. Yeah. Especially if you're not going to be as consistent and reliable on offense, you need to be extra consistent and reliable on defense. So we can't be a jack of all trades, master of none. Like, lean into what you do well and lock up. Because Malonga's got it. I ain't gonna hold you. Malonga's got it.
I'm with you. And shout out to Andrew for being like very first. You can find our profile on Dominic Malonga on nocastspacewb.com, where he was talking to French coaches. He was like, the entire rundown of the backstory of Dominic Malonga is on nocastspacewb.com, because they were saying she's not the female Wendy. Wnba is the male Malonga. That's what they were out there saying. And right now, look,
if we could have had enough funds to get him out there, he would have had a picture of her at preschool. Remember the name, Dominique Malonga.
No, literally,
is coming for the league.
Literally,
that would have been his moment, because he has been. And then shout out to the homie Slowetry. Like, he on Twitter, he sends me a lot of overseas. He was talking about what's on Saloon. She's French, right? No, it was either Saloon or Lacan. But he was telling me about one of them, and he was right. So, he's got Europe on lock. They got some talent over there.
No, the French are actually terrifying. I don't know what they got in the water over there. But yeah, so let's talk over the aces. We're also certainly going to be hitting on Fever and Dream here. But I want to hit on the aces here, because I mean, look, if you look at the box scores here, you get 25 from Jackie Young, you get 21 from A'ja Wilson. Like, you should be feeling pretty good. Like, generally speaking, like that's normally a generally speaking, I feel like that if you get those numbers, you're feeling solid about your chances. Yeah.
If you're box watching and ready to argue, you got a solid case.
Yeah.
But if you actually watch the game.
Yes. So let's talk about the last couple minutes here. Obviously, we end on the Jewel Lloyd 3, who got a good look, honestly, to tie the game up. That would have been some crazy. Back in Seattle, tying that up would have been nuts. Chelsea Gray with the turnover at the very end of the game with the backdoor pass, which, in theory, not a bad. It was there.
I see what she was doing.
I understand. But goodness, A'ja Wilson not getting her hands on the ball in that moment doesn't feel great. Again, the play was there, and realistically, if we're if that pass is completed, we're probably heralding the clipboard, right?
Right.
But ultimately, you didn't make the play, right? And so that's what it becomes.
The play after before Malonga got the 3-point play, she kind of locked up A'ja. And that was because A'ja settled for an elbow jumper. And that's the part that kind of bothered me, because A'ja was getting any call you could think of.
Yeah.
And some known to aliens. There's some calls that I have never seen.
An extraterrestrial whistle. Oh, no.
They was phoning the booth to get some new calls. And I'm like, take it at them. They are going to blow that hoe. You have now commanded enough respect to where you are in climate change arena, and they are blowing the whistle for you like you too short. Go to the rack. We don't need to be settling for no kind of jumpers. Go to the rack. And so, that jumper, I was kind of like, would have liked that one back. But it's like that, the turnover, the Jewel Lloyd, it's some missed opportunities down the stretch. So that's why I'm not super super concerned. And also, she did fall and hurt her elbow.
That was what I was going to ask next is how if you were obviously we don't know anything, but it felt like the free throw shooting kind of everything went down from that elbow moment, right? On her shooting. It looked like her left elbow that she landed on didn't look great, frankly, when it happened. Obviously played through it and everything, but I'm intrigued. I don't want to say worried yet, but I'm certainly interested in seeing, like, that's something I will be eyeing out the rest of the way. If that does kind of pop up again in any type of way. But are you worried about that at all? Or are you kind of that
I
same boat?
need to be, but it's like she spoiled me. I watched her beat the Liberty in the finals with a bum
Absolutely
wrist.
100%.
So I have to take a step back and be like, okay, this isn't Superwoman, even though she's presented herself as such. So I'm going to make myself be concerned. That's my homework for tonight. I'm going to find some concern and just not say like, nah, my goat is good. She'll be ready to go. But I do think my goat is good and she's gonna be ready to go.
There you go. Yeah, I think I'm with you. I mean, again, ultimately we don't know until we know. So I don't imagine. I'd be pretty shocked if we saw her pop up on any injury report or anything. But I do think just like once the game gets rolling in game number 3, it'll be something to watch for. It might be nothing. It could be something. We won't know ultimately until we know there. But yeah, I mean, again, this feels like a weird one for the Aces because ultimately, like, this is a game that they should have won, right? But I mean, this is a team in Seattle that on paper is better than they are. We're back against the wall at home. I'm with you where I'm not sounding any fire alarms or anything in terms of game 3. I would be shocked if Seattle was able to go into Vegas and go and do that. But I mean, you simply down the stretch, you found things that worked for Seattle. And that's not something, frankly, I ever expected to find in this series. Was like a genuine stretch of basketball where Seattle was just outplaying Vegas, and they did it the entire last couple of minutes of this game.
Yeah, I mean, but realistically, I didn't think they was gonna sweep all the way through the playoffs because that's a hard thing to do, especially after 17 games in the regular season. You talking what 3, 2, then what 5 is the next round, right? And then 7 the last round. So it's like that's a lot of wins, one after another after another. That's very hard to do. So I expect a loss at some point. Get it out of the way now. We'll be all right.
Yeah.
I suck.
Yeah, I mean, look, this Seattle team has underperformed from the talent they have on paper the entire season. I think that those last couple of minutes of his game, probably since the beginning of the season, felt like some like the most like inspired basketball that they've played in a very long time. And it's now
not a moment too soon.
Yeah, literally.
Brother, I had tweeted, I said the lights are coming on at the unction.
Yeah.
Like closing time is getting ready to play. Y'all better do something. And then they flip the switch. But it's like y'all need to have that switch. They started off way better than they did first game. Because that first game, I was like, is everybody okay? I treat them like my boys and girls club kindergartners. We need to go to the bathroom. Because y'all a little
yeah.
It's getting a little hectic out here. Let's all go settle down.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Too much bathroom talk on this.
Yeah, it's been a lot. I hope everyone's okay.
Yeah.
Eat your fiber.
Yeah.
But no, I do think that this is a good point here, and we're probably about to move on here to the Fever and Dream, but wrong one.
No, what is this?
Oops, my bad. Wrong click. This is the thing to me, and as Becky, like I said, we're getting our Animal Planet report. That was funny. That was a genuine accident. That was funny. But the 3-point shooting tonight, because this is the thing with Seattle, is that their half-court offense is how do I put this politely? Buns. Awful.
Not to go back to the bathroom, but
but ass. And that's been a problem consistently. But when the 3-point shooting is there, like that's the closest they can get to their peak of like what they can be in this form, is when that is working, is when the 3-point shot is falling. And can you expect Nneka to go, 4 or 5 from 3 again? Probably not. I'm not exactly leaning on that. Skylar Diggins 4 or 6, maybe, but you did it once, and so
you should feel good about that.
I think on one hand, it becomes a thing of the Seattle Storm know that they can beat Las Vegas, but on the other hand, Las Vegas just learned that they can lose to the Seattle Storm. And I think that wake up is going to be so much bigger in game 3 for Vegas than it will be a motivation and like momentum boost for Seattle. So ultimately, I do think Vegas wins this. Like I'm not sounding the alarms. I'm right there with you. But this series just became a whole lot more interesting than I frankly expected it to be. But this was always kind of this is always
8. Aces in 3, aces by 8.
Okay. There you go. We keep it pushing. The Aces are winning the finals quote. Stay up for now. It stays up for now. But goodness gracious, if they drop that game 3 in Vegas, Johnny, oh buddy, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Don't worry, we'll be here, so make sure you're subscribed if that does indeed happen, because we will be here live to talk about it if so.
My mind's eye can't even see that, so I'm not even stressing.
Okay, we'll be here one way or another. No matter the result of that, we'll be here. You know where else you'll be, Shawnee?
Hopefully,
is game 3.
Ooh,
no, we're manifested. Come on, let those credentials hit. Let those credentials hit.
I need that email.
Big money, no whammy. Big money, no whammy.
Let's go.
Let those credentials hit, because the Indiana Fever have sent this series back to Atlanta, Shawnee.
Now that's who I'm concerned about.
Yeah, I have a lot of fears about them. I'll let you. Where would you like to start, Shawnee? Would you like to start with the Fever or the Dream?
I'll start with the Dream and why.
Let's do it, because terrified. What the hell,
bruh? So okay, let's get it out the way. Officiating is officiating. So it's some calls that were called, and it's like, okay. Same way there was some calls that was called in Atlanta. It's the way the Dream responded to that versus how Indiana responded at College Park that I'm like, y'all got to grow up a little bit. That's the thing we have been saying. Like questioning, can they make a deep run tonight? I was like, the maturity, because it's like leash is coming undone. And yes, I do know that like she got into it with the fans. So I'm like, but like before that, I'm still seeing some stuff, and Ryan's having to like calm her down. Jordan Canada's losing it a bit. Like everybody is starting to like fall apart. And Smesco is like, he's just a chill vibe guy.
Yeah.
So he's not really like he's not gonna get too outside of himself. So he's not gonna really get a tech to fire the team up and like go scream off on somebody. He's gonna kind of stay within himself and keep doing what he's doing. And like they need to just follow him. And I'm kind of like, okay, all right. But it's watching how they respond to the officiating and the physicality and stuff not going their way. I am alarmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I mean, look, for me, this game is, to me, the thing I feared most about Atlanta in the postseason. Because you go and just look, and this is just, I'll just read down the box score here. The 3-pointers, right? 0-4 Ryan Howard, 0-4 Naz Hillman, 1-4 Alicia Gray. Tina Pow 3 of 5. Hey, Cock's always up or whatever you be saying, right?
Hey, she came in, called her own number, and said, she's been
really solid like this entire season. Like, really shout out to her, because like she's actually been very solid. But I say that to say the thing I had been worried about is, if Atlanta's shot is not falling, can they flip it to play big, right? And play through the bigs. Bree Jones with only 6 shot attempts tonight, right?
And that's where they should have went. Okay, so first, to your point, because I was in the post game and I took notes.
Oh, okay. Come on now. We're media, baby. We're media.
Yeah, so Smesco was still just kind of like, I have a lot of confidence. I believe they'll play their best basketball. Like Atlanta will play their best basketball in game 3. So he had the same attitude he had after the Vegas game, to where like, I'm concerned and this game showed me something, but he's in the presser like, it happens. Yeah. We got to do X, Y, Z better, but we'll be all right. And I'm like, okay, sure.
So. Yeah.
All right. And then he said like today was just kind of an off day, like the shots just weren't falling. So he didn't say, he didn't seem concerned. He seemed okay with how the offense ran and how, things were going. He said like, it does get a little frustrating when shots that usually fall don't fall. So that was a thing. In the press conference, this was interesting. Naz Hillman and Bree Jones were in the presser and not Ryan or Leash.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Nas was saying like they needed to be physical from the jump. That would be more helpful to like assess how the officials are going to be calling things versus like starting off soft and then having to like, get lit in a hurry. And then Bree just kind of said the same thing about like needing to be more aggressive and better defensively. The Fever out hustled him, bro. Like it was pure energy. And I know like I sent you the clip. Aerial powers.
Come on now, bro. It's crazy how I also feel like it's one thing that the Fever have been able to keep winning and like and whatnot, like stay alive in the playoff race with all the injuries and everything. But they went and found like genuine contributors that like it just feels like I feel like every player they've got has just like fit this Fever team and like the energy that comes with having a million players out and like having to play with hardships. Like it's worked so incredibly well. Like I can't believe honestly like how well this has worked. And Aerial Powers is like, I mean, that's her type of environment right there. Like that Cambridge Fieldhouse was on 20 this entire game. Bro. And that's her type of place to play at. Like that is her through and through.
And she is the exact psycho that they needed. Like 100%. She's like,
I love that take. Yes.
She is insane. And like I'm watching players that like Aaliyah Boston is chirping at Bree Jones. And I'm just like, what the heck is going on here?
Never. No, it was a lot of negativity all across the board.
Yeah, I'm like, I need that mic'd up because what are y'all even saying to each other? Bree Jones and Aaliyah Boston trash talking. Like, what does that even sound like?
Yeah.
But that battle was so good to me. Oh my God. Bree Jones and Aaliyah Boston back to the basket, bigs basket. It was just footwork, technique, power. Like, bro, I was like, clear out, let them do this the whole fourth quarter. So it was kind of sad that Bree only had that, that few attempts.
Very limited attempts.
Because like they was going at it. I felt like Magic Johnson, like, oh no, Clyde, you gotta get him back.
Gotta get him back. Get him back.
You heard what he said. And just watching the two of them go at it. Jesus, please. Not the deep cut. Nope, I'm doing
Get that off the screen, man. Get the deep cut off the screen. You pull it back the curtain.
Because if only you knew.
Yeah. Keep it pushing. Let's
no, but like the two of them going at it was insane. I love that. Give me traditional hoops in that manner. That was beautiful. But like Aerial Powers, they talked about that in the press game too, just how they fed off of her energy. That like that's their demon. They needed her. That play where she got like two rebounds, offensive rebounds in a row and drew the foul. I didn't think it was a foul. But, the refs were just like, let's do it.
Sure.
So, she gets the foul off of those rebounds, but she absolutely hustled to get those rebounds. So, I guess they were just like, let's reward her energy. But, like, she's amped up. It's amping everybody else up. That play at the end of the third quarter where they get the offensive or they get the steal on the inbound. Kelsey passes it to Aaliyah, who passes it to a wide open Lexi Hull, who drains the three with 0.3 of a second left. Like that to me is when I was like, you can start the bus. You could get a TSA pre-check. Like it's time to go home.
Yeah.
Cause it got to a point where I'm like, you've seen Gamebridge, you've seen the environment, you've seen, it fueled them or whatever, but like, I've never seen the Fever that animated. And I think it is like all of the emotions and all of the stuff going on with them injury wise that like this feels really good for them. And it's like, if you're subscribed to our Substack, which you should be, so you don't miss anything. Because again, boots on the ground. I was in the pregame presser, got some content for y'all. But Stephanie White was talking about how like the outside expectations are removed just with all of the injuries and everything, but like, or the outside pressure has been removed, but like we still kind of have the same expectations. And it's like being able to try and achieve without the world like putting you under a magnifying glass and burning you like ants over every little thing. Like that has to be freeing in a sense. And they played like it tonight. That was an insane game from them. And it's like if they can bottle up even half of that and take it on the road, I'm concerned.
Yeah. I feel very different about this one compared to the Storm and Aces, in the sense of the Aces. I feel like they have the foundation, and mainly they have Asia Wilson, right, of being that foundation. But like they have the foundation to lean back upon. For Atlanta, you haven't been here before in terms of playoffs. You haven't, like, a lot of these players have not been deep in the playoffs here, and you have this Indiana Fever team that is going into, frankly, an Atlanta environment that's not the scariest in a lot of ways when it comes to their home court advantage, right? It's not, like, respectfully.
Chill out. They swag surf in the fourth. It's very intimidating.
Sure.
Chill out.
Whatever works. But you know what is scariest to me about this Fever team is kind of what you mentioned, is that there is no expectation. They just get to go out there and hoop. Like, and that's terrifying. And especially, and I want to lob this up to you. You kind of just touched on it between the one-on-one matchup, but I wanted to kind of hone in on Aaliyah Boston. Because obviously I know me and Greer have kind of had our discussions about Aaliyah Boston as well, and like wanting to see her take the, to be the big that she can be. And tonight, 7 of 12, just much more active, just attempt wise, right? Just in that manner. 15 points. Just what your thoughts on her tonight specifically?
I would have liked to see more. They took her out because, like, game's over. They was up by 20. So then you see, oh my gosh, you see Michaela Timpson, bruh. She's gonna be special.
I'm such a fan. Yeah,
bro, she's gonna be special.
I have stocks.
Lord have mercy. I'm on the ground floor on that one. I'm all in. So she gets to come in. Bree Turner turned back the clock and gave some good minutes. So they got to like put a lot of people in and give them some really good minutes and rest Kelsey and Aaliyah, which is huge. Like, that's huge going into a game 3. So that's why the touches was kind of capped at 12. But like I was fed. Like, she's taking it, calling her own number, bringing it down, posting up on her own, and just going right at Bree Jones, bro. Like, that's the stuff I've been asking for. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Do it yourself if you got to. And that was everything I needed.
Yeah.
And it supported my agenda. I win. I'm trying to stay humble when I'm always right about everything, but it's getting really difficult at this point because the wins keep piling up for me. And if the Aces win the championship, I don't know if humility will know me anymore. If
y'all weren't there for the Aces and South Carolina championship back to back, y'all don't know just how bad the victory lap can get, but you might be able to imagine.
There's audio somewhere of me saying things that I can't repeat.
Yeah, what a time that was.
I was drunk off power.
God, that was hilarious. I'll never forget that day.
And I don't know if God will ever let me have that again. I don't.
Yeah, you might have shown your ass a little too much that day.
Maybe they got a little hectic.
Maybe just a little bit.
Yeah, all right. You know what? One or the other. Or you know what? Here's your baseball team. Have at it, kid.
Yeah. Because I don't know if the world could handle that right now. There's too much going on. But again, this series now goes back to Atlanta. Look, also, I don't want to gloss past Kelsey Mitchell as well in this one. A healthy 19. Again, these stats are a little skewed because like the time, like, I mean, played 28 minutes. Aaliyah Boston only played 22 minutes. Just off the basis of the score, which, I mean, great problem to have, right? But 6 of 13, 4 of 8 from 3, 19 points there, 4 assists. Look, I did have, generally speaking, Atlanta has a unique blend of perimeter defenders to throw at players, with Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard just being longer than like kind of like some like perimeter defenders and like especially point guards, right? And so I was just I didn't really think one way or the other about how it might go, but I was curious to see if it would cause any problems for Kelsey Mitchell.
Not tonight.
No,
bro.
No, not at all.
There have been those games where every time she goes in the paint, she gets like 2 inches shorter. So I look up and she's taking a layup at 4'11", and I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Tonight, it's like everything was going right because she's just like, you know, in between and just weaving her way, like it didn't matter. And this is what we've been kind of curious about. We've been talking about this for like the last 2 seasons, you know, her growing into the vet that they need.
Yeah, winning basketball.
Yeah, this is her second playoff series. This was her first playoff win, and she was talking about, you know, just how good that felt. You know, especially like they were able to do it in front of Tamika Catchings. Always love to be able to like show out in front of a legend.
Yeah.
So, you know, she got something very important under her belt so that she can, you know, properly lead this team and see like, okay, as long as I do X, Y, Z, and I'm like in control, pick my spots and what have you, like we got this. Give Aaliyah the ball. We good. So, I mean, shout out to her for really leading this guard unit of, you know, this coalition, this ensemble cast of guards coming in and out. But yeah, like she met the moment in a major way.
Yeah. No, I think to me, you know, as we kind of wrap up here, like to me, like the difference is between Seattle and Indiana, right? To me, Seattle was in survival mode and survived. To me, in the other way, Indiana won. Like they won, and like it's a unique environment. Being in Cambridge for like this first time in this new era, you know, for a playoff game, like that was a special environment, and that's a special boost.
And that's how you do it. If you gonna force a playoff format,
they showed up. They did their thing. They did their thing.
That's how you do it. You come out and you put on an absolute a masterpiece, a show to end all shows, because they was up by 20 at one point, and it's just. People are standing. They got the colors correct. So it's a red game when they're wearing the black and red Stranger Things jerseys.
Concept. Apparently a really hard concept. It happened in Seattle again too with the whiteout. Like, I don't know why this is such a difficult thing for teams to coordinate.
I'm not sure what's going on, bro. But it's wicked out there. You got Caitlin out there in black forces. Like, that was the thing to me. Like, the staff showing up in all black. I'm like, okay.
Locked in.
Okay, I see something. And then at the crowd looking like blood. That's some crazy visuals to present to your opponent. And I love that. That's how a playoff environment should be. Intimidating with proper colorway.
Yes. I mean, as you should, right? Well, that's it. I mean, like everything goes into it. So as they now transition back to Atlanta for game 3 here, I'll just leave it up to you as we close here. A prediction for game 3, Shawnee. Does Atlanta have enough, or have they given the Fever too much momentum here? And is that momentum going to carry over into game 3 for a major Fever upset?
I don't see it. Even with the win tonight, I was kind of like, my concern for Atlanta is against Vegas, because if you're doing this against Indiana, you are absolutely cooked next round. So I'm not super worried that they won't bounce back. They regrouped after the Vegas loss, and you know, granted, it was like the Sparks, the Sun, et cetera, but it's like they took care of business basically. So it's like they're able to lock in and recalibrate after losses and get the job done. It's just I have very, very deep concerns about next round. So I'm not super worried. I think the momentum to me is not sustainable on the road. Like that's a lot of energy to try and put in the charter flight. You know, and then you're back in an environment that not only is like not home, but like they boo you, they heckle y'all a lot. So it's like you know what I'm saying. You're going to polar opposites, and I think it'll be a good game, because it was a good game in the first one. If you even out the officiating, we have an even better game. So if Indiana can like stay within themselves, it's going to be a good game. But I just don't see Atlanta having the same type of performance that they did tonight at home.
Yeah. No, I think that's a fair assessment. But I've learned to, at this point, stop counting the Fever out. And hopefully, if you're a Fever fan, they can pack the energy, maybe not in the charter flight, but maybe in Caitlin's Black Air Forces, and take those to Atlanta and see what they can make happen. Because if they go and win in Atlanta, we have so much dialogue to have. So make sure you're tapped in here with No Cap Space, so you're ready to have that dialogue. Because Shawnee, as we said, we're manifesting. Shawnee is going to be boots on the ground in Atlanta at this game, manifesting.
All your congressmen, right?
We will,
say that you want me.
We will be live. We will be live after game 3 of both of those. We will be live tomorrow. Because you know what? We're live every night. It's the Playoffathon, baby. We got a whole long way to go, but we are going to be here with the dialogue. So make sure you're tapped in so you can come and chat it up with us. There's going to be so many more moments. This is like the first crazy night. I don't think it's going to be our last by any means. So we're super excited. So make sure you're subscribed here on the YouTube. We're on the road to 5K. We just passed 2,000 subscribers on NoCapSpaceWBB.com. You can subscribe for free or become a ball knower, our paid tier. Get a whole lot of extra content. We've had a ton of stuff dropping there as well. And the college season is just around the corner. We got a couple big interviews later this week we're going to be filming. We got a couple that we've already recorded. Hello. So those are going to be coming your way very, very soon as well here on the YouTube. And of course, our podcast, all that stuff as well. A whole bunch of stuff. It's like a Toyota-thon, but without the crippling debt. Exactly. It's so much more fun. It's so much more fun. So make sure you stay tapped in. Go check out our friends at Home Field as well down below in the description. You can find everything down below in the description. And until, well, about this time tomorrow night, we will talk to you guys again very soon.